Hello, this is Rowan, and today we're going to set up a scheduled sleep command for Windows. Why? Because Windows does not have a built-in sleep function beyond sleeping on inactivity. And you probably are here because you want your PC to sleep at some time other than when it's inactive. In our case, Mr. R's PC wakes up at 2 a.m. on Sunday and it does a backup, then it doesn't go back to sleep. So the problem that we have is that we prefer to leave some programs running that don't let the PC go to sleep. So there are a number of things that need to happen to make this work. First, we need to get a script from Microsoft. Second, we need to modify the executable path. And third, we need to set up a recurring task. If you're good at doing step 2 and 3 or one of those, you don't need to go to those parts. You just need to download the script. So let's start with part 1 and we'll get on to the other ones if you need those. So there is a script called PS Shutdown. That would be this script right here that we're going to download from Microsoft. And so here we are. We've got the Google result, PS Shutdown, System Internals or sysinternals. And that's from Microsoft.com. We're going to click on that, and that'll take us to PS Shutdown. And it's part of a PS Tools folder. We're going to download that, pretend I clicked on it because I've already done that. And then we're going to go to the downloads folder itself. Here we are. We have the PS Shutdown folder and PS Tools, sorry. And once you extract that, let's open up the folder it's actually in. Once you extract that, you'll have a folder like this with a whole bunch of items on it. And we're just going to scroll down to PS Shutdown exe or PS Shutdown 64.exe. Now, when you first go here and hit Properties, if you have not already done anything, you'll get this little bit down here. Let me bring this up. And it'll say, this file came from another computer, and it might be blocked. So you want to unblock it by clicking on here and hitting apply. I'm not going to do it because we already did that with the version we're going to use, which is PS64. So that's PS Shutdown 64.exe. Now, I'm going to copy this, copy it, and then we're going to go up to your Windows folder, and we're going to go to the actual folder we want it in, which is Windows, and we're going to go to System. Let me type SY for System. There it goes. And, it's amazing that they do have a 32-bit version of this, which is nice in case you are using a really old PC. But most people, they're just going to want to go into the System folder here and not the System 32 folder. And you see that we've already pasted ours. We've copied it over to here. And if we go here to our properties, then you'll see that that little blurb is gone, right? So at this point, you should have this little executable sitting here in your Windows System folder. So let's first click on this folder. Well, let's copy the address. And then let's go over here to a command prompt and go cd backslash. Oh, there we go. And now we'll go cd space, then paste. There we go. Now, let's do a dir. And we see that we have ps shutdown 64.exe here. All right. At this point, if we type in ps and then hit tab, now I've already done all the configuration on this, so it's going to run. But odds are it won't run on your PC. It won't give you this output. So to fix that, so that it does give you this output, we need to go to the actual system and tell it to find the path. Normally, I would go to the control panel and go to a simple item that would take me there. But because this is Windows 11 and they've decided to make things simple for everyone, I have to do it the hard way. All right, so instead, I will go to the main menu here and I will look for the system, which is not here because I'm not using their system. Here, let's go system. System configuration, which is what I want. It's exactly what I want, actually. And we want to go to Tools. And we want to go to System Properties. Now, you'd expect this would take us to System Properties, right? But let's launch this and see where it takes us. This is not System Properties, by the way. This is about System Properties is a completely different control panel that Microsoft has decided you don't need. It's there, but we're not going to find it easily. Instead, what we'll do here is we'll type path because we need to edit system environment variables. Right. Okay. Don't ask me why typing path gets you edit system environment variables, but that's what it does, and that's what you need. All right, we're going to do this because we have admin level access, and you're probably going to want to do this on multiple different, okay, so if you have multiple different users and you want them all to have this ability, then you'll do it here in System Environment Variables. And does this look similar? Does this look familiar? Does this look at all like this other window here? Yeah, well, it's because we had to come from the old school to the new school so we can get to the old school that gets us to where we need to go. Thank you, Microsoft. We really enjoy wasting time with you. Honestly, we do. Okay, so why are we even here? We're going to environment variables, and then we're going to go to not the ones for the user, but the ones here for the actual system. Going to go to path, and we're going to edit the path variable. And now we're going to scroll down here to these two items, which I personally added the other day when I actually downloaded the script. Now, you probably won't have these in here. So in order to put them in, you would click on the new button up here, and you would type in a really long, ugly backslash including string, or you can move this aside to here, and you can come to this folder up here, and you can right click. I don't know if that's going to copy it properly. Let's take a look. Let's click on new here, and let's paste. And oh, it did it properly. C:\Windows \system. Now, once you hit OK, that folder will be there, but this path will be there. But it may or may not update. I don't know if it updated for me or if I just hit restart instinctively, but I restarted the PC. And that actually made sure that everything was where it needed to be and it was loaded so that when I came into my command prompt and I went to my directory and I typed in PS shutdown 64, that it actually ran the script which gave me this list of options. Now, the options you're going to be interested in are the -D and the -T. So we're going to scroll up so that you can see the actual commands that we're talking about here. So you would think that -S would be sleep, but this is a command, PS shutdown, and it has -S for shutdown, which makes sense, and a -D up here for suspend the computer, which, if you think about it being dormant as opposed to sleep, then it makes sense. So -D will suspend the computer. And the other option I was talking to you about, the -T, that specifies a countdown in seconds. So -T space 0 means right now, stop screwing around, do it. Okay? So now all we have to do is type this command -D space -T space 0. Now, this is nice, but it's kind of useless because why wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning, go over to the computer and type this in? Instead, we will be doing what's called a repeating scheduled task. So, how do we do that? Well, first we close all these windows that have nothing to do with doing a repeating scheduled task. And we go find the task scheduler. Now, it used to be task scheduler was an administrative tool, and it was in the admin tools control panel. On Windows 11, though, do you see admin tools? I don't see admin tools here. Luckily, I have this Windows tools item. It may be that Windows Tools is here because of Chris Titus Tech Tools. And if so, thank you, Chris Titus, because that's nice. If not, you deserve thanks anyway, because that's a damn good tool. So, Windows Tools. And I click on it and I scroll down here to Task Scheduler. Task Scheduler, double click, and hey, look at that. It comes up and there's a whole lot missing on this page. View, I don't know why it doesn't show me these things that I think are kind of critical, like the console tree, the description bar, the action pane, and even stupid toolbars that aren't even showing up right now. Hit OK. All right, so what's the big deal with this and all these tabs? Let me, hold on. I'm actually having to work on a different monitor, of course, which means I'm going to constantly look over here to do stuff. Yeah, but here we are. So, in our task scheduler library, you will see that I have this in here multiple times. Why is that? Because nothing ever works smoothly the first time you try to make a video about it. We're going to delete this item. Yes, we are. And now we're going to build it for you. So, we're going to start. There's a duck in the room. we're going to start by going up to create a basic task. And then we're going to name it something like sleep on schedule. Okay? Then we're going to click next. And you can pick when you want the sleep to happen. Daily, weekly, monthly, blah, blah, blah. One time, whatever. In our case, we want it to happen weekly. And we're going to click next. Now, it's going to start this task on the 17th at 1:53 p.m. We don't want that on the 17th at 1:53 p.m. We want this, 17th is fine, but we want this more like we want it at 3 a.m. We don't care about the seconds. We want it on a.m. And we want it to happen every week on Sunday. There we go. And then we're going to click next. So that lets us go through and create the program. Okay, we want to run a program. That's why it's a .exe, by the way. It can't just be a script, can it? It can't just be like a whatever basic Windows script. It has to be a program. And that's why we had to set the executable path. All right? So we're going to click next. And where is the script? Well, that's the path, but that's not the program. So /PS shutdown, okay, .exe. Oh, we can browse too, by the way. So where did that take us? Here. And we'll click on PS shutdown.exe, hit open, and there we go. It's there. And all of its proper, untypoed path. Now, we need to add these little things here, the options. And that would be -D for dormant, space, -T for time, space, 0 for do it now. Okay? And start in optional. I don't even know what that is. I'll figure that out when I need it. All right, next. So what do we have here? So we can see that it's said scheduled to trigger weekly, and it's got its action to start a program, which is sleep on schedule, which triggers at 3 a.m. every Sunday of every week starting today. And it's going to start this program, PS shutdown 64.exe -D -T0. Okay. Now, we'll click on this just so that we can, we will click on this just so that we can see what we're doing and click finish. And here it is, general triggers, actions, blah, 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 sleep on schedule. And it's, okay. Okay, let's just put in the password here. And that takes care of everything. All right, so we've got a task all set up to go. And we've gone through the 3 steps, which was download the script, little mini program actually. We had to configure the path so that the software can run in the folder that we put it in. And then, of course, we had to actually set up a task. So, if you have any questions about anything that I did with you today here, then please leave a comment. And of course, doing all that subscribe and ringing the bell stuff, that would be great too. And of course, you can also ask general questions too. And if there's something that we can do, we'll do it. So thank you again. Really appreciate having you guys come around. And we really enjoyed wasting time with you today. So we hope you enjoyed wasting time with us too, and hope to see you again. Thank you.